Edward, please. Who is Batman?
Batman is one of the most iconic heroes in the DC universe. After losing his parents as a child, billionaire Bruce Wayne turns his pains into purpose and becomes Gotham Dark's protector. No superpowers, just intelligence, brutal training, high-tech gadgets, and pure determination. So in this video, I'm analyzing 3 versions of Batman. Let's dive in. In this first film, with Christian Bale as Batman, we see how his life is shaped, and it sets the stage for the entire trilogy. Directed by Christopher Nolan and based on the early Batman comics, the film introduces us to the League of Shadows, led by Ra's al Ghul. Along with a strong storyline, the casting is remarkable with famous actors like Cillian Murphy, whose role as an antagonist adds a real depth. This film not only introduces us the Batman origins, but it also lays the foundation for the trilogy's dark, complex tone. The fight scenes in the movie are really complex, even though they have the big action movie visual style. The ending is really interesting because it gives us a glimpse of what will set up the next film. In this way, the tone and the direction of the whole trilogy are established from this very first part. This film really dives into the complex tension between the Joker, Harvey Dent, Gordon and Barbara. Joker, played by Heath Ledger, is the center of it all. Ledger didn't just act as a Joker, he transformed himself into the character in the way that is almost unsettling. His performance was so intense, so chaotic, he truly became the Joker, and his tragic death after the filming added the somber weight to his portrayal. He won an Oscar for this role, and it's hard to separate his brilliance from the tragedy of his passing. Obviously, at the same time, the film doesn't just rely on the Joker, it gives Harvey Dent a crucial arc. He starts as a symbol of hope, but as the Joker tests the city, he begins to fall. The Joker pushes Batman to comfort the fact that no matter how he tries, he will never be like the ordinary citizens or the police. And this struggle is summed up in a powerful line from Alfred, who says that some people don't want money or glory, they just want to watch everything burn. This idea shapes every decisions and the results of film with the richest, darkest atmosphere of any Batman movie. And this is the best one, trust me. In the final installment of the trilogy, we meet Bane, a formidable adversary who brings a wave of chaos to the Gotham City. The story picks up from the first film's plot about the League of Shadows, now focused on the revenge mission that threatens the city's very existence. Batman finds himself facing his greatest challenge yet. As the plot unfolds, we see Gotham in turmoil and Batman's fate hangs in the balance, failing having to rebuild himself from the ground up. Along the way, we also met Selina Kyle, also known as the Catwoman, who is both a lie and a wild card. She is a complex character, not easily tied up to the one side. The ending leaves us with a sense of uncertainty. There is a hint of his legacy continued through possible successor, not Robin. The films wrap up in the trilogy with mix of closure and hint of the new beginnings, leaving us with a lot of ponder. Batman vs Superman is very different from the other Batman movies. Earlier Batman films are usually more realistic and grounded. They focus on the crime in Gotham City and on the Batman as a dark human hero, but this movie is much more sci-fi and epic. Here's Batman is not just fighting criminals, he is facing Superman, who is almost like a god. The story asks a big question. What happens if someone with unlimited power becomes dangerous? Batman is afraid of Superman, and this fear creates a serious conflict between them. This kind of hero versus hero story rare in Batman films, similar to the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man, where two heroes disagree and becomes enemies for a while. The movie is also visually spectacular. It has huge action scenes, massive destruction, and very dramatic slow motion shots. The tone is darker and more serious than many superhero films. The casting is also very strong. Ben Affleck plays an older, more tired and brutal Batman. Henry Cavill is powerful and calm Superman. Gal Gadot appears as Wonder Woman and brings strength and elegance to the story. Jesse Eisenberg plays Lex Luthor in a unique and unpredictable way. In the end, the story has a semi-happy ending. The heroes stop fighting each other and unite against bigger threat. However, the ending is also emotional and tragic. Which makes the movie feel serious and dramatic. The Batman with Robert Pattinson brought something fresh and different to the Batman story. One of the biggest new elements was the main villain, the Riddler. He's a character we don't often see as the central enemy in modern Batman films. In this movie, he is not funny or colorful, but dark, intelligent and very disturbing. He feels more like a real serial killer criminal than a classic comic book villain. The film also shows us more about the Penguin and his connections to Gotham criminal world. Colin Farrell plays him in a very realistic and grounded way. We also see Selina Kyle, played by Zoe Kravitz, who has her own personal goals and emotional story. She is not just a side character but an important part of the plot. The tone of the movie is very dark and heavy. It feels more like a detective film thriller than a typical superhero movie. Batman spends a lot of time investigating crimes, solving clues, compared to other films. The fights are not spectacular, but they feel more like grounded and raw. There is a spin-off series connected to Penguin characters, expanding this darker version of Gotham even further. I'm really happy you watched this video. There will be more videos about the DC characters like Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, it helps a channel a lot. If you have any opinion, please write it in the comments. I would like to know what you think. Hello guys, thanks for watching, see you in the next one.